No.
Oh! No! Who did that? Who did that? Oh, stop it. Oh, I just saved your asses. Oh my god.
Holy shit. Okay.
I'm gonna die. Fuck. Ah! We did it! Oh my god. God. Yes. Oh my god. 169? 170, nice. 171.
So,
She is
after you
not
take me
dead.
back to my place, how about we do some, overtime?
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Get me on. 2, 1, 300k. 300. Oh god. Oh god. No. That was 1.6%. Oh.
This one again. We need to strategize.
Oh, we got
somehow.
169 though. That's
Nice.
Well, this lightsaber is chroma green. Great. Well, you hit the play button while previewing it. Pet, what happened? Oh my god. Oh yeah, look at that ass.
Okay, wait. That's okay. Little training session. Training session. Everyone jump onto this crate, and we're just gonna treadmill it. Just practice walking to the next
Wow,
space before
okay.
it falls.
An orange is sweet, juicy fruit locked inside a
Fuck
bitter
that
peel.
orange.
That's not how I feel about.
And I gotta do stuff. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, what? I was eating that. Wait, I can grab it, right? Oh shit. No, Meowth, no! Aw.
Can you move faster?
You can...
Not you, me.
Yeah. Alright, you guys ready? I'm not ready! What the fuck? That's not fair! You can't camp! Fucking camper, man! Oh, okay, alright, sorry. Ah! You come to me? Yeah. Oh, you fucking run. I hate that. Hello, guys. How's it going? We've got a Seribot. Great. Iacona is first. Hi, hello. Scion is like second. Congrats. Hi, Kogish. Hi, DeRozan. Hi, Val. How you guys doing? We also have Xana here. Somewhere. I think my overlay is actually working. Do you guys have like issues with your Discord overlay?
I used to. I finally got it to work.
Actually, no, I don't think it's working. It's working
I
for
have to run
me, but
Discord
it's
as
not working for
administrator
you
when it
guys.
works.
Lovely. Okay, so what we're doing today is we have access to the new Lair boss again. It was down for at least a few days for like an exploit, and apparently they fixed that. So we're gonna be grouping up pretty soon and getting our toes dipped into that fight again. I'm trying to figure out, so Xana is saying that some people are wearing like dank tank gear, which I don't really have because
Later on, but as
I've
long
only done
as
like blaster.
changed, other than the exploit being fixed.
Okay.
One thing that my gods team found out is prey seekers only target healers.
Okay.
which is good for the strategy because you don't want the ranged staying out baiting hunting grounds to get stunned way over there. And for what we'll be doing is how we'll tank Nexus is if you have aggro, everyone including me is behind the boss, and if I have aggro, I'm the only one. Like the tank that has aggro is the only one in front of the boss, so that when the extraneous expulsion happens, no one will body block it and have it drop a circle in the group.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
But like you saw in that screenshot I posted from Stan, there's no real pattern, and since it's so new, there's no timers. So I don't know when it's going to do that.
Hello.
I don't know when it's going to be doing the
Huh.
extraneous every time. So we
How much crap in my inventory?
may just get
My gosh.
hit by it, and we're gonna have to guard people so we get our
A little
speed
bit
boost.
Kogish.
And I'll explain the prime directive stuff when everybody is here.
Okay, I think what I'm gonna
But,
do.
Arvo, you are good to play melee. Marauder, please.
Okay.
The ideal comp we'll be using is one Mara because of course one Mara, one Pyro PT
I'm
because
gonna
of course
just
one
put
Pyro
on
PT,
some heal
one
gear.
Slam Jug, and one Ender Sniper.
All right. I did put my gear set on my Vanguard. What is it? Plasma Tech, which is same as PT, but
That's the same as Pyro PT.
yeah, no, same as Power PT. But if you guys want me to be the PT, but I don't know who else can play Mara.
Sura is coming, so he'll PT. You don't have to.
Okay.
You like a Scion?
All right. Good. My DPS was not as close as my Mara, but it was like around. My Mara can pull like 20 weight, like okay-ish. The PT was pulling like 24.
PTs
So a little bit
do
under.
more damage when they take damage, and since everyone constantly has a stack of that dot, PTs get like infinite yield stacks. And we need a PT for bounders for prime directive, not necessarily
Anakai, I'm
the
exiting.
DPS they do, but having PTs that know how to play PT does quite a lot.
Yeah, he's always.
And-
Chat, how are you guys doing? I know we are very focused on trying to not get murdered on this boss fight. I want to talk to you guys, but I know that there's a lot of chatter going on, so forgive us at the beginning.
His gears are a little bit odd.
All good.
Like 342
Weirdly enough, Vanguard Plasma Tech is actually slightly better than Pyro.
Okay, I
Because-
want
What?
Yeah, it's really weird.
to empty my
If you're
gear.
playing superheated fuel,
Go into
the
this.
dot from high impact bolt is
Tank,
classed as
tank.
elemental damage, but the dot from
And
rail
put
shot
most of
isn't
this
classed
back
as flame
on.
damage. So the dot from high impact
See where
bolt
we're
gets
at.
buffed by the tactical, but the dot from rail shot doesn't. And
That's-
apparently there's another
Okay,
bug
that's
if
cool,
you're playing
Kogish.
flame dissipation. Yeah, you thought you were safe, huh, Zura? Apparently flame dissipation buffs Vanguard's weapon
that,
damage, but not PT's.
that.
It's really weird.
That's-
So
that's
once
cool.
again, Impact Bolt is just better than Rail Shot.
Nice. I mean, that's even cooler because I hate using the other tactic that they said in the middle of this expansion that was good. The one that buffs the
I'm
more
trying.
procs you have on the
yeah,
Ion Wave.
Superheated got nerfed.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate that so much. But yeah, I prefer to use superheated because it was so like, oh, this button that you're already pressing is
You
like
don't have to
pumped.
spam Rapid Shot the
Yeah.
entire time.
Yeah, yikes. But yeah, that's cool. Anyways, doesn't matter. Hey,
Dana,
Bob.
are you going full skink tank?
Yes.
Okay.
The only tank stats I'm getting is from the Retaliator implant.
And
we
you
will
think
take damage from a few things. We'll take damage from lethal strike but no, we won't because we'll be reflecting that. We'll take damage from the dot, like the stacks, but everyone's doing that.
And those are easy
and-
to deal with, just AoE heal.
Yep, and we're gonna take a big spike of damage in one of the add phases, but we can just like use a defensive for that, and healers can just like heal us back. And there's another point in Prime Directive add phase where we'll take a big spike of damage if we don't have bounders. Is there a group formed?
Yes.
Alkai Empress, Ivana, and me.
I'm on Wednesday.
and thank you, Icarus, for joining us. We do not have a doodle today.
Oh, hey, Chris.
Okay, since both healers are here, I'm going to say something that DPS players are going to like, but you two are going to hate.
I already hate it.
Prey Seekers only target healers.
I
Man,
absolutely hate
Scion,
this.
you can see that I'm like struggling with that right now.
Prey Seekers only target
I'm trying to
healers.
remember, like,
Interesting.
We found that
Okay.
out. Unless that was changed.
I don't know where a lot of my gear
as far
is for
as I know,
DPS because
the
I just
only
haven't
thing
needed
they
it in
did
such a long
is
time.
fix the exploit.
But
True. Great.
we have
That's
a
me.
good amount of DPS stuff.
Basically, nuke Prey Seekers.
Xana is definitely a lot
Yes,
more
and
comfortable
the
skank
reason we'll
tanking
have-
than I am.
the
I
reason
feel
we'll have Slam
like
Jug is
I'm so squishy.
the exploder ads are only going to go one of two places. They're either going to go after the ranged that's staying out kiting the hunting grounds where they just get ignored, or they're going to come into the group with the boss and any
We're gonna
Prey
log around
Seekers,
real
and they
quick.
just get boom 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 deleted
Yeah.
by cleave.
Yeah, Leonara's just being truthful. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Actually,
I'm sure this will
Knighton has my stuff. That's where it is. I was thinking like
because
I haven't had the opportunity to DPS in such a long time, except in veteran mode R4, where like we are trying to up to timer. She has all of it. 4, 5, and I bet that's like everything I need. There we go. I mean, we'll go full skank tank and just see how it goes. Now that I have the gear, I can do that.
team, we were looking at time to kills from teams that uploaded parses. All the legit kills were about 10 minutes in fight duration, but we found one log that was 7 minutes, and we were looking at
nice.
that, and the healing was really low. The damage taken was really low, and we found out, oh, they just broke the boss on the first prime.
Makes sense.
You were like, wait a minute.
Okay, so we are in skank tank. Let's get
I
some...
was finally able to unironically
DPS
use that
augments.
Cardi B clip.
Oh,
that's
see, but like
suspicious.
I don't need
That's weird.
I don't need any accuracy. All right, here we go.
Interesting.
But
Here we go.
apparently all the other issues remain, where the main thing is the boss
All
has
right, I think
no
that'll be
real
fine.
pattern,
I think that'll be
right?
fine.
You know, like on say like
Hema. Congrats on
TFB,
first.
tentacles, right?
Do I need
First
like
ones. How
do I need like a channel point redemption where it's like it's not first, you're second. Like everybody's second. If you're not first, you're last, you know? Like a little cheap channel point
real
reward thing.
pattern?
And Habit is here.
Which
Hi.
is
It has
that's
been a
mainly
little
gonna
while.
be
I
an
have
issue for me
been
or X's, 'cause we're not going to always know
not here too
when
much,
we're
but I
going to
hope
need
you're
to
doing
run
well.
out for the
You guys can feel free to like catch me up on your
X-ray
lives. Is anybody like doing
Icarus, do
anything
you need
interesting?
summons?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Alright.
and
So
the
let's
real boss fight is the Prime Directive ads.
summons? Hell yeah.
I mean, that's what it felt like when we tried it before. We kind of
I
got into
know.
the groove
Like one per person,
before
one
that, and
use
then
per
the Prime
person
Directive
maybe.
just wrecked everything.
I don't know.
Okay, so I'm gonna scroll back in team chat and read this wall of text about how the Prime Directive ads work.
All right,
and
now we
this
gotta
is
listen.
a lot, so pay attention.
Hopefully tonight, Icarus will not bully me.
I bully you every night. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You deserve to be bullied anyway.
That's why I
Yes.
say hopefully. You got this.
What?
Yukona, you got it.
Challenge
Hell yeah.
It's pretty simple.
So this is our
DPS
current
ad
channel
does
or
worldwide damage
Twitch
on
drop.
Rampage, and after
Oh my
certain
god,
stacks will
that's
knock
so cool.
everyone back. It's a
I
god
almost have
buff.
mine.
You cannot hydras it.
We've
you cannot
noticed that
entrench
one.
it. The healer ad does
Sophia!
raid-wide damage on
Hi!
Shriek, which,
Thank you so much
goes
for
out when
16
any
months.
non-healer
It's lovely to
ad
see you.
takes
How you
20%
doing?
of its health in damage. Tank ad shields the boss. The only special mechanic for the tank
No.
ad is the tank ad and DPS ad combo, which is like Nim Skyva or Hardmode Skyva Ignite Core. Both ads get volatile shielding, which when broken does 200k raid-wide force tech damage for both shields. This is what is bounderable. The damage doesn't go anywhere, but we don't take it. After the Prime Directive phase ends, right, like when the boss is done its
So exciting.
recovery protocol cast,
Let us know how it
does
is.
sample materials, which has two effects based on which ads were created and at what time that ad was created. The second time you see a specific ad, the mechanic is doubled. The DPS ad makes the boss do an internal AoE damage hit that hits for about 120 to 180k. This is what we're going to be popping a cooldown for. The healer ad makes 3 of 6 non-tanks take 95% reduced healing,
Neos, hi.
and the tank ad
How you
gives
doing?
the boss a 1 to 2 million absorbed shield. The
Oh,
healing debuff seems to be really, really short. When we were getting that, it wasn't on us for that long.
Okay. Because otherwise it sounds pretty bad.
Yeah, I was still going.
It gets worse, he says.
You do not want DPS healer ad to get the last combo as they'll both do shitload of damage and big raid-wide damage. Spike that prevents everyone but tank. The ad combo we want to do is tank DPS, heal DPS, and tank heal.
Tank DPS, DPS.
For the strategy, we're going to hold the boss in the center of the or close to the center of the with one ranged DPS staying out to bait the hunting grounds ability.
That
Just
did a
like
decent
hardcore,
amount of damage.
2 circles drop, and you just roll away. And the ranged DPS doing that will be going will be going clockwise.
Oh, right. Hi.
Along
How are you?
these
I'm having a good
DPS
week. It's been
numbers.
very busy.
If the boss
Lots of meetings,
stays
but
in the middle, the
been good.
ads for Prime Directive spawn in the middle. They don't spawn out of one of the tanks.
I think Xana's been talking to as many
The
people as
tanks will
possible.
be dropping the extraneous expulsion puddles going like this around the room.
Can you start over? I missed all that.
And a little bit
Xana would
after
quit.
the Prime Directive phase is successfully completed is when the cleaner ad will spawn. It's going to latch onto someone at random, and unless it was fixed, it gives you a buff that prevents you from taking stacks when you clean up the circles.
Oh,
But you
nice.
only get that buff if the cleaner droid is close to you. So if, say, Sura gets it and Arvo preds, if Sura outruns the cleaner droid, you'll still stack.
Note to self: don't pred.
Just don't pred when the cleaner droid is out.
Yeah, yeah, don't worry.
That's good to interrupt.
Interesting.
Neos, good luck
And
at the
then,
gym.
does it give you enough time to clean the whole floor?
The cleaner ad absorbs a maximum of 10 puddles, so it gets 10 charges.
Okay.
When it
That's a lot.
absorbs 10, it'll freeze in place and explode. The
Of course it
explosion
does.
doesn't drop a puddle, it just does damage.
Yep, I assumed it would. Okay. Interesting.
For the healer DPS add combo, DPS obviously want to be tunneling down the DPS ad because it's gonna be hurting us, but you also need to interrupt the heal cast from the healer ad. One thing that Exus and I can try is when it does for the first heal cast, I'll leap, get the interrupt with leap. It'll heal cast again. I'll get it with regular
Is that
interrupt,
right?
and then Exus will do the same. Leap
I think that's
on
right.
for the first heal cast, and then regular interrupt for the second. And then DPS will have to switch targets, interrupt the heal, and then go back to the DPS ad.
Right, Sophia.
The healer ad, its heal beam does 2% of the boss's health
Thank you.
every 2 seconds, and it ticks every 2 seconds with the initial hit of it applying a heal to the boss. So we really, really, really want to make sure it's not getting those casts off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And when the heal cast is interrupted, it does another little cast that there's an achievement for never letting that one go out, and that's like 1 second. I don't necessarily want to try for that right now. But one thing to note, especially at the start of the fight, apparently the boss's, unless it was fixed, the boss's threat is fucked up, and it can decide to lethal strike whoever it fucking wants to, no matter how many taunts it has on it. So be aware of that. And if lethal strike hits anyone that isn't a tank, it drops a giant green circle on that person and probably just kills them. Exus, you want to make sure you have somebody guarded.
Good to
Because you'll
know.
get constant rule of 2 speed
Okay.
boosts.
You said you were gonna get a leap and an interrupt in on the heal pad. And then I
Yes.
would. Okay.
You don't want to use Grit Teeth. Use Overwhelming Offense if you have it. You Bounder on the tank DPS add combo. You Bounder at about either we have 10 seconds to break the shield, and it'll deal damage when the shield breaks. So at about 8 seconds after, anywhere from 8 to 10 seconds
No, I
after
don't.
the DPS ad, for the tank and healer ad combo is when you want to Bounder, from what I'm seeing. You can also Bounder us for Hungering Bites, because the damage is bounderable. We'll lose stacks, but we won't take the damage from Hungering Bite.
So it looks like from the diagram.
Yes,
The
you're only boundering on the tank and DPS ad combo.
Interesting.
It only does the volatile shielding ignite core on that specific combo.
Did he say overwhelming offense?
If what I'm seeing is correct. Another thing, if the tank
What did he
ad
say?
spawns in green, it gets a buff where it constantly heals
Kogish,
and will
what a
out-heal
dick.
damage. If anyone applies
Hema,
trauma debuff,
you're not wrong.
that's how you break that.
I think he must have been talking about overwhelming offense.
The trauma talents? I'm not using that much AoE in this fight. Like, there's some healing, but
You'll
I
need
can
to
do
spread to
trauma.
the ads. I don't think you should take it. I think something that tanks do applies that.
Yeah, no, I cannot.
I don't know if
spread trauma.
I'm checking if jugs apply trauma anywhere.
Dana, do I have time, and is it important enough for me to go get that tactical?
You don't have to if you don't want to. It's just optimal since Sin's second amulet won't be that beneficial here because we're not going to be constantly taking low accuracy white numbers that we can defend.
I'll go grab it.
Yeah, I know Sin and PT do. guess I'll just ask.
You're on vexation, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And for the order
we
of
applied
when
trauma. It's on Sweeping Slash. What was that?
is it tank heal, DPS heal, tank
Tank
DPS?
healer is last.
Okay.
Tank healer is last. Pull up the thing again.
Can you just fix the frames?
No, I can't fix the frames.
What do you mean you have assist?
We want to do tank DPS, healer DPS, tank healer.
Okay, got it.
So we'll have the challenge with the like ignite core for
Alright.
that, and
I have a tactical.
just like regular core Surus, like save your fuel
So
for
we're
that. You
gonna
could probably fuel at the start of the fight,
pretend like we're doing false
but
emperor.
Your second fuel, do that on the
Just to get back over there.
the prime directive. And DPS, you
You don't have
go
to,
ham
but
with
we'll
the
blame you
offensives on
if you sandbag.
first prime directive into that DPS ad. And you guys want to position during that phase, so when you get knocked,
Got it. I mean, it's fine. Ah, my
I
uncle's
don't know
calling
when,
me.
like time-wise, the first prime directive is. Do your normal opener for like the first one. If you don't have fuel, maybe delay it. But yeah, DPS we want to use our offensive cooldowns.
Just full
Tank
disclosure,
DPS and
my
combo.
grandmother
And,
is in the hospital right now.
For every time there's a DPS ad out, we want to position ourselves so that we don't have our back to green, because that knock is a god knock. It'll knock you through entrench. It'll knock you through hydros. It just says fuck you.
Yeah. She's in. I know. I'm not. So she's in the ICU for a blood transfusion.
Start, like at the start of your route, so like right there.
But I'm looking to see if he can text me.
But that's for when we pull. You can stay here right now, so heals don't have to chase you to shell you.
I'm comfortable continuing to stream if I am on the same page, but if I am not on the same page and something happened. Yeah, thank you. She is the toughest badass woman I know, but she has been through a lot.
I did a strategy similar to this, but we overcomplicated it and tried to move the boss, and we got him to... We got just after the second prime directive when we all died to damage.
Okay, so we're going to tank him in the middle, and the tanks are going to be putting the puddles on the left side, so that means that after the lethal attack, there's a taunt swap, but that tank has to be already towards the edge of the room. Put it in place.
That or be prepared to run away. So like the DPS markers are where we're going to be dropping our extraneous puddles.
Okay. Oh, right there and not any further.
We can run further away.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the general.
Yeah, less complicated.
Nami, just stay at max range. Don't range yourself. Trying to kite hunting grounds. But at some point, Exus, we will want to, like, after Extraneous goes out, we're going to want to spin the boss around to face the group, because the boss will turn when he's casting Extraneous at us, but when he's doing Hunger and Bite, he locks in place.
Okay.
So I think I was seeing the tanks on my group spin him around, so Hungering would hit the group, and then they'd spin him right back around.
Oh, okay.
This is mainly just going to be you and I suffering with his terrible like ability priority or whatever.
Great.
Oh, so when Hungering comes out, he will turn to the group and will have to move.
when he does hungering, he's not going to move. Like that
Oh,
cleave
I
is
see, got it.
locked
Oh.
in place.
I see. Yeah.
I will pull a Nexus. So you can just you would want to like stay over here.
Yeah. Wait, so he's not going to be able to be turned with the hungering, so we do it beforehand?
Yes, after extraneous gets dropped way over here, whoever has aggro just lead back to the boss and just turn him around so he faces the group.
Okay.
Hungering goes out, hits the group, and then we turn him back around.
Got it.
Or if we have
The,
trouble doing that, we just tell everyone to come in and cleanse. Because remember, Hungering Bite will only cleanse 3 stacks. And it is not possible to get 0 stacks.
The DPS that's hunting will also be getting stacks, but they'll be far away from.
They will
being able
have
to
to
get
come
hungry.
in for Hungering Bites occasionally.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know
How
the
many of you guys are
timing,
following?
I don't know the priority for hunting grounds, but all I know is at the start he'll do a Hungering Bite shortly after the first hunting ground. So for the first hunting grounds, Nami can stay out, bait it, 2-drop, and then roll
Hey, Ty.
in instead of rolling away. And then you come in, get cleansed, and then go back to position.
How you doing?
That may require some tricky, some timing.
Yeah, the
to
no
learn.
pants group. Okay, so do a lot of
Yeah.
people
It's
not
not
have
too bad.
pants?
It's not too bad. I
I
got
see
it
a
out
couple
really
people
fast.
that have pants.
Okay.
2 to 3.
Okay.
We've got
We'll
a
wanna
Marilyn
get in
Monroe.
position,
We've got
down
an
this position.
Anakai. And then I
I'm
think
just coming by so I can get shells.
Ivana is just wearing skin tight.
I'm in range. Shells.
Got your shells.
Pulling in 3, 2, 1.
Initializing fabrication routine.
Well, good.
Yep, there's the random aggro. He's over there just recently.
We might be able to get him back, right? Okay.
No.
More
No,
material
if he goes out,
required.
it's just gonna...
Not resist.
I am
What
stay.
did you do? Did you taunt him?
Yeah.
Oh, you taunted over me.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. He did that first ability and I was like, alright, my time to shine.
I thought I immediately lost. I was like, how did I lose aggro?
That was
I
completely
did
my fault.
taunt and crushing blow. He's not gonna do lethal immediately. He's gonna do that prepare for harvest, and that is going to that's gonna put a stack on everyone. You can't avoid it.
Hey, Dark Runner. Okay, so what are we fighting? We are fighting the
The only
new
change
Lair
I know
boss.
of,
It's on
his
Ilum.
health looks the same.
It's
The only
this
change I
propagator
know of
core.
was that they fixed the exploit. That's it.
And he's kicking our butt a little bit.
Or,
This is the
or
nightmare
introduced
version.
accidentally one more bug that made some
Yeah.
other things.
Nice.
Well, he kicked our butt last week. We'll see if he
DPS,
kicks his butt.
Let
Kicks our butt
us
this
know
week.
if you get stunned by prey seekers.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, hopefully this goes better than the last one.
Yeah, you have a little bit to go. This is like once you hit max level and you're done with your like storyline stuff.
All right, I'm gonna have to do a double taunt opener for this. Oh, shoulder missiles. Okay. Okay, he said ready, pulling in 3, 2.
Initializing fabrication routine. So hungry.
Now you take it.
Why?
You don't want to be there.
Extraneous materials.
You want to be.
So he
far
went on
away.
you. Yes.
I was behind him when he did that. Did he go back to me?
He did.
Do we want to reset again?
Yeah.
Was the
We can't have a puddle there.
Okay, so
I won't double taunt this time. Might still have to slide debuff on him.
I guess, yeah.
We want the first puddle to be way over there. Or one thing I guess we could try.
That was a combination. I
is-
mean, that was like mostly my fault again, but that was a combination of I was too
take it
close, and also
until
he got
after.
aggro back, I think.
that drops, what I could try is take the first lethal, and then immediately after that run away,
Do like
and then it would drop on me over there, and then
that and
I would
that.
just leap back. I could try that.
I had to redo my UI recently because, like,
'Cause we
I don't know what
want
Goose
those
did.
circles away from them.
She fucked up
Very,
my
very
entire
far.
UI.
And
I had
when
to
he's
redo it.
doing that, melees, you want to try to stay at max range. And be sure to jump so that it doesn't think your whole body is behind the boss, but your toe is in front of him, and it thinks that it hit you. I don't know. Am I guarding someone?
I think that's good. You feel like this staying in mid is so shit. Okay. We will see. Xana came in with like full confidence and knows this strat. We will see how it is.
3, 2.
Initializing fabrication routine. So,
Lethal strikes out. Boss is on me.
disgorging
Oh, okay.
extraneous materials.
You have to. It's a projectile. You need to wait until it hits you. It's not gonna do it at the start of
First Hungering Bite. Lethal. Yours. Feels like rough because if one goes to mid, it's a bad things happen.
Disintegrating threat. Disgorging
He's moved away.
extraneous materials.
Moving him back. Please. Please. Please, thank you.
This one.
75% fabrication capable.
Okay, let's remove a little bit. Lethal. Okay.
Material required. Not resist.
Alright, me and Anakai mid. Everybody else out.
good bounder. Boss is coming back soon. Defensive. It's on you.
Alright, that was lethal.
We lost 2 people.
This is scary.
Get the killer up.
We're already, like, out of space. That's it.
Yeah. Well, it was pretty smooth until the prime.
Yeah, a couple things. So I did notice that we had multiple people trying to stand in that circle when it was supposed to just be myself and Anakai. I think everybody except, not to point fingers, Arvo. I think it might have went on you. I think it was okay because, like, it was still DPS, but if we get, let's say, you and Anakai, like, 2 DPS or both tanks, like, it'll just wipe us.
Okay, I heard it was going to be a DPS turn. That's why I was inside.
Yeah, so just to clarify raid frames, the first duo is myself and Anakai, and then Ivana and Zura, etc.
That's okay. That was 100% my bad. I
It's
didn't
okay.
really notice that. I'm so sorry. You guys also.
That wasn't the only
That
thing.
was a lag on my side.
Those ads fucking suck. Oh my gosh. Zerappa, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Do we get one of those ads that clear puddles soon after that?
Kind of.
Okay, because out like we were running out of space, weren't we?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait,
Hello,
maybe
hello.
the founder missed because I took 125k from volatile shielding.
I'm not sure. I know, like
Everyone
that's
took damage from
when
volatile shielding.
I think that's what killed Icarus, right?
No, that
No.
was sample materials.
Yeah, because I had already.
That was the boss's cast finishing.
I had already used Cloud Mine, so I didn't have.
That's what I was
anything
thinking. Okay.
there, so I'll have to save it.
So he did the intermission at 79%. So
yeah, sorry about that. I wasn't expecting him to move.
if he did that intermission at 79, are we like a little behind technically?
I think we are.
Yes.
Okay.
So we need to be at 75, right?
I gotta pump up my numbers, my tank numbers.
I'm gonna try to push.
Clearing ad spawns 15 seconds after prime. Okay, and we are 9% behind. Okay, thank you.
Honestly, it's the tank diff.
Yeah, Hema. So
Tank
our
DPS
ops
diff. I
frames
did 10K
reflect
more damage than
the.
Exodus. And this, yes, DPS will get better once we
Excuse
stop
me,
being bad
Xana.
and
Yeah, true.
optimize the positioning.
Yeah. It reflects the intermission that happens. It should happen roughly around 75%, 50%, 25%, I think. And Anakai and I step in first to get a tank ad and a DPS ad, and then a healer ad and a DPS, and then tank heals.
I'm not sure
because you can't have two of the
in the game
same
before.
ad.
It's kind of like bluish,
basically.
like a blue like guy. That's the volatile shielding ticket.
SWTOR looks fun. Are you thinking about giving it a shot? Feel free to ask us questions. This is going to be an end game, max level, very difficult sort of situation that you're seeing.
Sure you have somebody guard an exit again.
I do.
Because we really need that speed boost.
Yes.
Okay, everybody said ready. Pulling in 3, 2.
Feel free to ask us questions.
Disgorging. Extraneous.
Might not want to stand that far.
Okay.
Material required. Not resist.
Come back. People. So he didn't even do his second expulsion. Got him.
Oh my god.
Did it scare you?
It does.
Are you seekers out?
I can't see.
He's on me, lethal strike. I love how you see like Xana is just like
Got body blocked.
flat on the ground. Oh. It's at 79, so about the same DPS as last time.
Rip.
What happened to Leonor?
Let's see.
That's so exciting
I got
news.
killed by
You died.
Hungering Bite, but I think it was just low on health, and then when Hungering went out, I just got killed.
Okay.
Yeah, hungering will deal
Has she
damage.
started
Something
number 2
was
yet?
doing damage to me
Neos?
before then, because my health was almost at 0 anyway. I'm not entirely sure where that came from.
When Prey Seekers finish their cast after stunning someone, they will explode. It could have been that. It could have been stacked red circle rockets. Since everyone except the rockets target the 4 players furthest away, and they can't all target the same person, so they can't all go to Nami. So those will be
Got you,
so
Zareppa.
adjust accordingly.
What happens if you have the same ads? Perhaps that's a better strategy. I think it's just an auto wipe if you have the same ads. So if that's the case, like,
Keep
probably not a better strategy.
where they are. And when he's doing the extraneous cast and you're behind him, jump. So like, yeah, hungering kind of hurts.
Oh my god, she's getting so into it. That's
And
so cool.
stacks, they say. Do take a third of your health at the same time.
One of the kill parses I saw, the
Mystical's
raid healing
here.
over the
Hi,
entire fight was
buddy.
100k.
How you doing?
Hmm.
Nice to see
They're
you.
gonna probably have to try
100k.
something. Yeah, pulling in 3, 2,
Initializing fabrication.
and raid DPS was like 185.
Disgorging. Extraneous
Wait for it to
materials.
Alright. That worked out pretty well.
Material.
Yeah, I am. Hungry bite. Lethal on me. Alright, that was so fast that he just did that.
That thread was huge. Thank you so much.
Prey Seeker.
That
Seeker stun.
we need to be threading on strengths.
Biomaterial reservoir 15%.
Coming.
Disintegrating threat.
Yours.
Do your thing, good sir. Thank you.
Extraneous materials.
We're gonna work our way back to mid.
Required. Resist.
If you let us.
Material reservoir 75.
Please let us.
Fabrication.
Thank you. Hungry bites out of space slot. Lethal. I cannot say the shit that I need to say quickly sometimes.
Prime.
Alright, Anakai and I in mid.
Found her. That's it. Lethal.
Hello, look at me.
Disgorging.
That
Extraneous
didn't hit me.
materials.
Okay. I mean, good news was that expulsion went on me instead of whoever was like briefly in front of him, but bad news.
Present.
That kicks my ass.
The tank thing is still up.
Yeah, it is. Kill it.
Is it going to?
It's gonna die. It shields the boss. We just need to kill it after we kill the finish. Oh my god. Since there's 2 Fs during the final kill.
So,
Oh, that's so interesting to us.
is the objective to actually manage to kill most of them before?
I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, it
Is
seems
that
like.
possible, Kogish? Like, we're not gonna get both of them down before the boss comes back up.
So it seems like DPS-wise, I think we transitioned to Prime at like 76 or something %.
Is that a strat human?
Yeah, it's about on
So it was
pace.
better. Yeah.
Okay, Kogish says DPS ad wants to be dead before the boss wakes up, but tank ad is not possible. Thank you.
That's what I thought. There's too much health.
I see.
I am
So
doing
tank
it.
end is
Slow
DPS once he goes back to
Dora
his
cleans
thing,
some of the
right?
floor.
Yes,
Huge.
you and I
You just-
Axis go back to tanking the boss once the sample material goes out, like once he's done his
Okay.
cast. Yep, I only took 1 hit. Well, I took 2 hits from volatile shielding and defended one of them, so I think that was
Okay.
a bounder.
Gotcha. Could be. Are you just trying to make it harder?
Saku bounder. I haven't PT'd this, so I'm not entirely sure when it goes out. I'm gonna try second wind here.
I wonder if Xana's using a different rotation than like a normal tanking rotation.
Okay, good to hear. Oh, I don't have somebody guarded.
The stim situation. He also has a DPS stim.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Ready?
Alright, pulling in 3, 2.
Initializing fabrication. So hungry. Disgorging. Extraneous materials. More material required. Not resist.
Right?
Stop squirming.
Leak on me. Just looking at Ant guy. Got him.
Disgorging. Extraneous materials.
Pockets.
Pretty super. No, you're fine. Lethal.
Oh, there's a business.
He's doing it up there. Oh, nice.
Oh, that was close. $77%.
Watch where you're standing.
Disgorging. Extraneous.
That fucking killed me in the middle of a saber reflect. I was like,
Not resist. Biomaterial reservoir, 25%.
Bye bye.
Resin.
Just
I
my
had nothing
taste.
personal.
Oh, we have the thingy.
Whoever it's on,
Oh, and it killed me as I was trying to hide it. It was on me.
oh,
So it's the green arrow, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I just got the green and I got killed by...
that's 75%. I sure did, yeah.
It's gonna load down.
It
But we
hurt
got
a
Harley.
lot more than I expected it to.
So Mr. Clean.
I was too worried about if I had stood to the right more. I felt that there would be
We were at 77% when we faced.
I felt like I would be in danger
After
of a DPS in the middle of the room being in front of him and having the expulsion go to the center of the room. And I thought I can handle it for a few seconds. I could not.
Pretty rough.
Oh. Yeah, thank you, Neos.
Yeah, with Chosen, yeah.
Empress, that might have been unintentional. It looks like
for
you're back,
bullets
though.
info, only use them either when we call for them or when you see the red cleave.
Rosen stabbed you and he was like, never mind, didn't mean to.
If it's call,
Thank you.
I'll use otherwise.
No.
And you can also use it during ads phase, so we get the DR. And you get that area DR for the
The 30%, yeah.
the explosion.
No.
boss. Like when
I
we
100%
call
agree, Rosen.
defensive, you want to anyone who has area DR, you want to use that because the boss's explosion after prime is AOE. Well, except you, sir. You'll still have your area DR going from your bounders, or at least ideally you will. One more.
It was so fun.
How many times does that happen in one fight, by the way?
What was that? I didn't.
Rhymes?
The boss AOE DR thing.
3 times.
I'd like, or if you have the AOE DR. Okay, 3 times.
I'm pulling in 3, 2.
Initializing fabrication routine. So hungry. Disgorging.
Ooh, he teleported. Y'all see that? And hit me. Okay.
Oh, because the green thingy.
Yeah, the boss turn.
Not so much. Kind of just looked like he looked at you. Sleep on me.
Run.
It's fine, he's yours.
Reservoir 15%.
14 stacks? Jesus.
I have to run over there to.
I know.
So
It's
he
just-
just did an expulsion. I don't know why. Like, is he gonna do one again? That felt extremely out of order.
Oh, here, and the conquering is like away from everyone. And I'm stunned.
Oh, that area talk. I didn't think it would.
Yeah, I got him back. Great.
Set. Yeah, not unintentional.
Okay. DPS needs to die faster.
It's on it there. I thought I was far enough away to not catch the boss.
Yeah.
That was for the crushing blow damage on
Okay.
both those.
Oh,
guys.
is that why he moved?
Yeah, when he went back to mid on that, like right before we wiped, it's because the area taunt caught him.
Oh, okay.
But at the first bit, I have no idea what happened.
Well, okay, so it seems like, in general, this boss has issues with paying attention to a threat table. He ignores it sometimes, and then he also does his abilities out of order pretty frequently.
Is it
And
out
he
of
likes to
order,
not
or is
move.
it just a priority system of some kind?
I don't know.
Thank you, News.
I remember
know
at
is
one
there
point
doesn't
somebody
seem to be a
explained in
pattern.
hard mode. It was like that. But, yeah.
There just doesn't seem to be a pattern.
He will sometimes skip extraneous for lethal or prepare for harvest. Okay. Love that.
The strategy is certainly a lot easier than what we tried last week.
Yeah.
Or at least more consistent.
Santa's in endgame chat
Going
defending
to 3,
Lady
2,
Dominant. Hi, boss.
Disgorging the extraneous materials. Material fired. Resist. Biomaterial reservoir 25%.
Please on me.
It aggro dumped while I was running away.
Biomaterial reservoir 15%.
Alright, so now we can see why Bogish doesn't
I
like
think what may have
this strat.
happened is I got stunned, and then the red...
Did you get stunned in front of the boss?
I wasn't on the front, I was on the side. Like, and I think the corner of it clipped. Like, it looked like I was outside when I got stunned. Right outside the edge, but it may have, maybe it's extended slightly farther. But right after that, got the green, so I'm assuming that's what happened. Just got stunned in a bad position.
I feel like this strat is a lot more organized than what we were doing blindly yesterday or last week, but it completely falls apart if one of those puddles is in mid.
Yeah, I watched the stream and I watched the kill videos, and that's pretty much the strat that they do.
Yeah, so that
3,
wasn't what you guys do.
Fabrication machine. So hungry. Disgorging the extraneous materials. Your material fired. Not resist. Just but reservoir 25%.
They found me.
Done.
Reservoir 15%. Material required.
He became a tourist.
Resist.
Well, we didn't get one of those, so I guess I'm gonna bring him back to mid.
Reservoir 75%. Fabrication
Yeah, we need this head. Never mind.
Lethal on me, but let's just wipe.
There were people in the portal.
No, not the ad. Why did you bust it?
Disgorging. Extraneous materials.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened. I taunted towards the end of the lethal, and I was standing in my spot, but he decided he didn't like that. And
You don't
he
wanna be over
didn't
there.
spit over there.
You want to be running away as the spit cast is going out. You need to stay at DPS the boss.
Okay.
Oh, there's an
There's
extra
that.
ad out.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
for the list real quick.
A bonus ad.
It's like,
No, I think it does work for Nim.
Seems like this is taking pity on us and stop charging me for repairs.
I think it depends on how you die.
Yeah.
are you guarded strike? Yes, you are. Pulling in 3, 2.
Initializing fabrication routine. Hungry. Disgorging.
Oh, it's a 2.5 second cast.
Material required. Not resist. Material reservoir 25%.
Sleep on me. It's funny, it's so hard for me to see, like, okay, when is Xana running away? Because it's just so common for players to, like, stop tracking on your screen. Like that.
Stops working. Disintegrating threat.
Oh, good. Yeah, we're gonna do a hungering bite instead of the thing that you're supposed to do.
Disgorging. Extraneous materials. Material required. Not resist.
This is gonna turn me into a rage gamer. Keep on me. Ay, ay, ay. Did you see the boss just, like, do a fucking 360? In the middle of that cast? Sir? Prime. Everybody out except Anakai and me. Okay. What the fuck?
We're 2 split, tank F's 1.
Alright. And he just doesn't move.
Can't be too close to those tanks.
We're really nowhere close to that. Oh.
Did you want to split the order, Axis? Like, you take first and I'll do the second one? The second lethal?
Are you seeing me get angry on stream?
No, I don't have
Unless you have a reason, I don't think it makes too much of a difference who starts.
Oh, okay.
Is that the wrong answer?
No, I was just... Never mind, we can do what we're doing already.
Okay.
Hey, Leonard.
Hi, Cupid.
I think between the two of us, we could probably do a little more
How you doing?
DPS. Like, I started DPSing a little bit more in there, just because there's
Where's
certain
Annika?
times when we take a lot of damage, and then there's other times when we're not taking much. So it's just a thought.
Yeah,
How's
the
it going,
problem
Cupid?
is I
Welcome
get
in.
burned out on the energy
Yeah.
if I do that, and when the shit hits the fan, I don't have.
Yeah.
So I actually slow down DPS to
Alright, cool.
preserve more
Welcome.
energy. Because I have to constantly reshell, because the shells are getting erased non-stop. That's the biggest problem, and they take a lot of energy to upkeep. I'll see. Need to figure out a good balance between them. The stupid AoE damage is constantly erasing my shells.
Yeah, shells are gonna get
You're new to the game?
ticked from...
But they do like majority of all healing here, so I kind of have to keep up with them. Because as the dot damage ticks, it reduces that considerably.
That reminds me. We need to do a giveaway
Let's
tonight.
see.
So let's do a giveaway for 450 cartel
3,
points.
2.
Initializing fabrication routine. So hungry. Disgorging. Extraneous materials. Material required. Not resist.
Oh yeah, the Sith Warrior storyline is great. Agree. Cupid, thank you for the follow. And Ewok Thor, great name. Welcome in. Your guess? Yeah, see, he's running away, but
Somebody probably walked in.
it doesn't show it on my screen. Oh god, we got 2. Okay.
Biomaterial reservoir 15%. Disintegrating threat.
Okay. We have a giveaway going on High Side in chat right now. It is for 450 cartel coins. I am one of the official SWTOR content creators, so I have the privilege of giving you guys cartel coins and subs and stuff occasionally. So we have one of those. If you would like to partake, it is !hamster in chat. It's usually about like a 5 to 10 minute giveaway. Make sure you're here at the end. But all you have to do is type in chat once to be entered. Make sure your X's bot's telling you that you got your submission in though. Okay, so let's try a Mad Dash instead of a Saber Reflect. Who's gonna bet that I Mad Dash instead of Saber Reflect mid-lethal strike? Do I want to put it there? I'm kind of still a little new to jug tanking, just that like I don't really get to jug tank too frequently. but that like muscle memory is starting to kick in. So like lethal strike, saber reflect, let's go. So I don't know if I should put it in the same spot. We'll see.
Was that everybody?
Mm.
No.
See, let me.
Unless
There we go.
3, 2.
Initializing fabrication routine. So hungry. Disgorging extraneous materials. Material required. Not resist.
Chat, just give me a couple minutes to respond to anything.
25%.
Lethal on me. Ow! I like that there. You put that there.
Reservoir 15%.
He's on our boat.
Yep, he just
Oh,
decided to
super
aggro dump
cool.
right before lethal.
Told my ass.
Disgorging
I was gonna mix my ass.
extraneous.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
He most certainly did.
I'm saucing up. Just like, I was like, I'm fine. I have 6 stacks. Like, what is this deep? I've never seen before.
Okay, so Kogish, you guys kite the boss
That's
around
something
the
to add
road.
to that.
He
Kind of similar to
aggro
what we were
dumped
doing last week,
less than a GCD
but a lot
before he did
leaner.
that.
Not even doing that much damage as Enokai or.
Yes,
Suru.
okay.
Should DPS aggro dump on cooldown then? Would that even help?
I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
so
sure
We're
that's
not
the-
sure how his
for-
threat works anyway, right?
I mean, that's
I'm
why
pretty
I
sure
didn't
that's his
this
threat
time.
being dumb.
I'm gonna start doing. I was saving force camouflage for defensive, but I'm just gonna do it.
It'll be back up.
Right. Yeah, so if we're talking about Twitch drops where you can get like the rank or any current rewards, you need to log into your SWTOR account on their website, and in the account section there will be an option to connect that for Twitch drops. Any giveaways that you see from me are just going to be my own system will do the giveaway. Hi, Gig.
Hey, Exes.
And all you have to do is get a DM from me if you win.
Hello, sir.
Are you in this one here?
I am right now, yeah.
Ooh, nice. Little rascal, you.
Okay, I guess I will just jump in. If I'm gonna be mad dashing, I'm gonna. Celeste, hello. How you doing? As long as he's like looking at me. What's new, Elias? How you doing? Leap on me.
reservoir 75%. Fabrication developed.
Okay. Alright. We're doing okay. This is day 2 of somewhat blindly working on the Lair boss in Nightmare, so it's fine. We're working on it. Xana, are you taking Saber Reflect or Mad Dash?
Reflect. You
Okay.
reflect lethals.
I am aware of that. I was trying Mad Dash. And I'm not sure if my positioning hit Arvo, because I stayed up in front of the boss until the expulsion, and then I thought I went out in a circle, but it hit Arvo somehow.
I saw him desync. It was pointed at the group and then just instantly
I should
turned
reflect.
around.
Yeah.
It turned about 150 degrees. Why?
He finished
That
last,
was
but it was pretty
it was a straight line.
out of the blue. Like I said, this boss feels like a very, at least this red rectangle feels.
Running
like
it tomorrow
very
night.
bad until
You did heal it when it first came out.
from DOS.
Yeah, it's it's fun.
pretty stupid. if you
It's
ask me.
interesting.
I've been seeing this like red rectangle bug, like you're behind the boss, there's no one in front, only the tank, and he hits the person in the fucking back a couple yards away. It's so mental.
Yes, thank you for the shout out for Elias. He is another SWTOR streamer.
I'm back.
Back, nice to meet you.
All right, we've got a winner. Empress State, congratulations. If you can type in chat for me, that would be great. Thank you, thank you. Congratulations. So this is going to be a DM that I just sent to you. You're going to go to your SWTOR account and redeem cartel coins. Let me know if you need further guidance on how to do that.
Let me know when you're back.
Nicholas is back.
I'm back. I don't know who, if anybody else was AFK or not.
Thank you for the follow, American. What's up? How you doing?
Pulling in 3, 2.
Initializing fabrication.
On that construct, I completed 16 men in Duxon before 16 still in Duxon.
Extraneous.
Like really bad. But it works. And the boss doesn't move as much. It's just gonna be really shitty when you have to kind of face tank the lethals. That like always scares me.
Extraneous materials. Material. Resist. fabrication equipment.
People.
It lost. It dropped aggro while I was running away.
Great. Great. And you're on mage just for the fuck of it.
Well timed.
I don't know if this boss is reliable enough for us to be doing this strat. Yeah, I did like positioning there. That was nice. I'm just starting to wonder if this boss is not reliable enough for us to keep him in the middle. Or if we can get better on making sure we never get those expulsions in the group.
I'll try to taunt more. Like, I'm already taunting a lot.
Okay, good. Neos,
That
I'm gonna
wasn't
be
somewhat
here for
body
another
block, that
40
was
minutes, and then I'm gonna have to run.
Casting.
I'm taking
get
care of a
into position
12-year-old.
And it aggro dumping. Right.
I think the
before
other
we hit
viable strategy is to tank him counterclockwise around the room, kind of starting at like 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
which does way more
The DPS will be dropping their expulsions like behind the boss, but there has to be enough room for that, and we tanks kind of hide him around this way. Yeah. Bubba, hey, how you doing? All right, you're out of here. See you later, Neos. I hope you had a great workout. You'll see me soon.
You guarded, sir, you are. 3, 2.
Initializing fabrication routine. Disgorging. Extraneous.
It's really far, but it works. Mid. Right here. Wait for me. Yeah, this boss positioning and like how he is positioned is very buggy. I think it more boils down to how player movement is just not tracked well anymore. So it looked like he was looking over to the left. But he really kind of isn't.
Extraneous materials. Stop swirling. Biomaterial reservoir 75%.
Right. That's cool, just giving the healers a minor heart attack. Alright, Anakai and I mid. Right. Oh, fuck me. See, I knew I was gonna hit that button.
Won't that kill you? I'm stunned.
Turn on me. I said sorry to Nami. I dropped something on him. Lethal on me. Ow.
Okay.
Go further.
What was he?
68% though.
68. Okay. Sam, hi. Sorry. How are you doing? Nice to see you. What's up? What's new? I was definitely locked in.
Yeah, so for about the first,
Not
I don't know,
intentionally
first
ignoring you.
half of at least was where we're getting to. I can actually make heals quite a bit. But then once, like after the boss does that yellow circle thing, I don't know what the fuck that's called.
Primes.
But yeah, after
Prime
he does
drugs.
prime, I have to definitely start healing more.
Yeah, there isn't a big healing check at the like for the first portion of the
Well,
fight.
that's why I started DP it, because
Yeah.
you and I were just fighting over the same fucking pool of, you know.
No, it's fine.
Like,
I think this works fine.
no,
Yeah.
it makes better sense, I think so. But at the same time, yeah, afterwards, you can't do that.
I have this similar issue, Nami. Since the casts are really weird, I'm not entirely sure
Oh,
when
fun.
I can come in for hungering.
Good luck with that. I have been very well.
Because sometimes he'll do hungering and then hunting grounds right after.
Nothing too crazy. I went on a trip last month for May the 4th, and so
Is it
I haven't
necessary
gone anywhere
to really be
since
at
I got
that
home.
far range, or is it just be farther than everybody else?
Leonara, you just focus on the group, and then I'll take care of Nami.
Okay.
Yeah, he has to be out there.
Yeah, oh my god, it was so
Have
fun.
less space.
I think like any Star Wars event near May the 4th is just dope. Very super. Did he ever do expulsion?
He did.
Okay.
What?
Delayed it and went back to me.
Oh, he just turned around like a clock. That was weird. There was a turn.
Oh boy. Is Star Wars Celebration, do we know where it is in 2027? No, like I certainly didn't go to Japan last month, but I went to Galaxy's Edge at California's Disneyland for May the 4th, and it was really, really fun. LA, maybe.
I'm sure this is
That would be
Just
really fun.
crashed This game, but I
I'll be
think
back
it
in a
should have
second.
been on PTS a little longer.
I think we can work it on tightening up stacking a little bit better. We know the boss is super buggy, and he doesn't like us, and he jumps around and doesn't pay attention to normal things, but removing any chance of him looking at the healers or a DPS because they are in fact in front of the boss before an extraneous expulsion, I think is important.
Yeah.
So like what we're gonna do, just
More consistent.
yeah,
Nimdux wasn't anywhere near as annoying to tank as this is.
people need to move away a lot. Okay. And it's the 50th anniversary? Oh, insane. I went to the, was it like the 50th San Diego Comic-Con? It was really fun. That was like 3 years ago. And also people could move out of the way. Like, so after I call lethal, that's just my key to tell Xana to taunt. He's going to do extraneous expulsion on the other boss who doesn't get the lethal, and that tank is going to be aiming to put the expulsion counterclockwise wherever like the next point is that's open over here. So just make sure that you're not between the boss and wherever that edge of the acid is, if that makes sense. Yanakai is going to try to get people to stack on him. If we tighten it up, I think that'll help a little bit. Got him. Ring bite. Leave on me.
I had to run this, sorry.
Very secret. Got him.
Extraneous materials. Material reservoir 75%.
Okay, Seeker's out. Oh my god, the purple Twi'leks are insane. Everybody out except Danica and myself. We need to spend some time in character creation again, because we need a purple.
Oh, we got a healer ad.
Oh, fuck, we did, didn't we?
I was definitely not.
Interrupted.
Got next. Alright, lethal's on me. Ah. That's not how that's supposed to go.
I don't know how we got a healer at.
That was really weird that we got two.
I didn't see anyone else inside.
Biomaterial reservoir, 25%.
Ugh. Yeah, so Sam, from what we've seen, they've always been doing every other year, just like JR said. Yeah, they added a bunch of colors to the alien species. Those look really good. I think it seems like they've been trying to just do as much as they can while the story has been kind of halted because of the strikes happening in the US. They can't really release story if the voice actors are on strike.
Jump when you're out of the circle.
So we got like a lot of you were kind of cutting out.
Be sure to jump when you're out of the circle.
So dynamic encounters are relatively new, and they just got expanded to a lot of the newer planets. So that's something that can kind of just make the game livelier for people who are leveling and care about like stories or like single player content. So that's big. And just a lot of new like cartel stuff, customization stuff. It's kind of nice. They added this thing recently, so there's like a tab for your latest update. And the third major thing is that this propagator core is a fun new Lair boss. And now we have all three difficulties. And he is, just appropriately a pain in the ass for nightmare mode. And I think it's pretty cool that it brings you back to Ilum.
Oh, I leave too early. Rip.
Okay, yeah, I guess we're just fucking. Yeah, that would be a nice slide. I mean, to me, it seems like they're doing a lot of things to try to modernize the game, to kind of get more new faces in here. And it's, you know, there's such a heavy focus on single player content, which, you know, it sucks for, like, people like me who are currently just focused on, like, endgame group content, you know? But
It's random who they go to.
I mean, it's pretty important that the people who are making this game continue to have paychecks and jobs so that they can do more things for the game. So, you know, like, whatever they can do to get as much money coming in as possible.
Oh my god, the stacks. Just use your shoulder missiles right when they respawn.
But my burst.
My purse. Sam, I'm sorry. I have like 6 friends.
No, they let you play something else for type? 3, 2.
Initializing fabrication routine. Disgorging. Extraneous. Materials. Material required. Not resist.
Oh good, we're gonna... Does he always do rocketry first? And then, it's hard because Hungering Bite is right after. And I'm trying to not stack those rockets, but... It's hard. Hey, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Welcome in. I don't know.
I saw the hitbox everywhere.
Biomaterial reservoir 75%. Fabrication level.
He turned it like last millisecond. I didn't see him turn though.
I didn't see it. I saw it pointed one way, and it hit.
Yeah, that's
Nobody
very
in front of
subtle.
the boss.
I don't know, would Xana say I'm his friend? I'm gonna ask them. Guys, are we friends or do you just use me as a tank? Yeah, GR, I agree.
Shit about my DPS on Sister Sora. I hate that fight so much. I care about my DTPS so I don't fucking die.
Are we, can you say that
Pyro.
I'm getting more, No, I didn't ask them. I asked you guys if I should ask them. Does it seem like I'm getting closer to rage quitting Scion? Oh my god, on your 6th server? You guys are insane. Xana at the end of the raid. Nice. Nice try, Arvo.
Is that everybody ready?
Yeah.
3, 2.
Initializing fabrication. Disgorging. Extraneous. Materials.
Okay, so he'll do hunting grounds, harvest, rocketry, and then I can turn him for Hungering Bite if he is playing nice.
Switch dagger.
Lethal.
Switch targets like.
Yeah.
That was.
I am just in front of the boss. Hard because he like stuns you. I guess I need to. Oh, man. Are you gonna do your thing? Are you gonna do your thing? There you go. Oh good, Hungering Bite. Leap on me. Alright, we're at 75. Right on target. Somebody out. Sorry, chat. I know. I see you guys. I'm sorry. Currently on me.
That's it.
Lethal out. See, I would like to know where Vex is. Hard to be out of the way when there's so much DC. Nami, I'm gonna be going your way soon. Oh, we do. Yay.
Where's the two?
Arbo's cleaning.
Oh, are we still?
You can also get targeted by hunting grounds while you're cleaning since
There it
very
is.
good. You did very well.
Alright.
Oh, you outran it.
Lethal's out.
Oh, I guess that was never fixed then. You're supposed to not get stacks.
Seriously.
That kind of breaks that particular mechanic.
Okay. Well, that's kind of silly.
Bye, Anakai.
Oh.
Bye everybody else.
Right.
Yep, it aggro dumps.
Oh my god. Hey, Bob.
Again, less than a GCD before lethal strike. It just aggro dumps.
Okay.
So let's count it like this. Aggro dump, the red rectangle which looks like a fucking pyramid, and what else? The seeker, the healing, the cleaning droid not working properly. Awesome.
Yeah, so poor Arvo got targeted by the cleaning droid, and so what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to run through the stacks so that the droid can get rid of the stacks. But you're not supposed to get stacks. Sorry, from like the expulsion acid.
Like last week I cleaned.
You're not supposed to get stacks during that, but he did.
Pretty weird.
Interesting. Like, how do you...
Yes, I was waiting for the droid.
Yeah,
to get to me.
I saw he wasn't like outrunning it. He was just getting stacks.
I didn't use prediction, everything. I was like moving, waiting, moving,
Hi, Jess.
waiting. Suddenly I was like 4.
I know, Kogish. I mean, we're getting there.
I was like,
Kind of.
okay, fuck me, I guess.
Yeah, Jess, sometimes in fights, I'm just like, where the fuck is my mouse? Everything is just bright orange and red. I feel ya.
We can do one more.
Last pull, best pull.
Yay.
I have the same issue Nami on my team I'm about to do this with. Pulling in 3, 2.
Initializing fabrication Disgorging. Extraneous materials.
What about using that sniper phase walk thingy? Shield.
I do need to get better at only stepping in after the rockets. It's so hard to plan for. Because sometimes it just happens out of order. Fine.
Extraneous materials. Biomaterial reservoir 75%. Fabrication imminent.
He really wanted to lethal strike Anakai right there. It's insane that despite how much we are taunting, that he's still like, you know what? I want to fuck up Anakai's life right now. Or Arvo's life. That's what I want to do. Are we out?
Need to pop void pops for this one, maybe? To help?
Yes.
Whoever has them down here.
He's on me. Lethal's out. You motherfucker! And there's Defender and Acid. Alright.
Man, this thing spreads. Looks crazy.
Biomaterial reservoir 25%.
I don't know. I mean, like, this is pretty clean. Like, the previous attempt, not this particular situation we're seeing on the screen is pretty clean, but, like, keeping the boss in the center is nice because of DPS, but...
Alright.
Thanks, guys.
That was interesting. Progress.
Interesting. That was
Okay,
interesting.
That was something. I'm not saying this is cool, but...
At least we moved in the right direction.
Yeah,
I have to jump also. I'll see you later.
Yep, see you guys.
Feed my stray dogs. Thank you very much for the raid, guys. See you guys next week. See you tomorrow. Yay.
See ya.
Post pics of your dogs.
Yeah.
Yep. Like, alright. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's good prog, I guess. It felt good, and I don't feel like it's any more frustrating than most other Nightmare bosses. I guess, at least, like, from my point of view. But yeah, it's a little frustrating. I'm gonna look at Kogish's. I've had, like, it was just, like, meetings yesterday and today, but I'm gonna look at Kogish's, video and just to see if there's, like, another option for us that is less affected by one ability happening to drop in the middle of the group one time. It, like, messes up the entire thing. We're gonna wrap up pretty soon, but I do have one more giveaway going on for you guys right now. It is the usual deal. You're gonna type exclamation point hamster, exclamation point hamster, not exclamation point hamster, to enter to win. And I don't know, about 5-10 minutes, I'll get out of here and go hang out with a kid, 12-year-old. Yeah, we'll wrap up soon. Are any of you guys gonna play the new Dune game that comes out? That's coming out like tomorrow or something? Yeah, like it does. I mean, there's with those like nightmare mechanics that essentially wipe the group, like you kind of have to respect them unfortunately, and baby them because sometimes they just like don't do what they're supposed to do. So, I don't know. So we've got Rascal's Way on sale. This one's like kind of cool because not every blaster pistol has like a visible holster. So that's kind of cool. Has anybody picked up the Narshada Essentials decoration bundle yet? I think like once I get some more cartel coins, I will do that. I wonder if I should just refund this Deadly Outcast armor set. I did get it at like a hefty discount. What was that? That was the Acolyte, 2600. I feel like I probably got it for half off. I just don't know if I'm going to use it. Nyack is here. Hello, Nyack. How you doing? Zarapa, you did. Am I saying your name right? Like, Zarapa? Yeah, somebody else, Sophia, mentioned earlier that she's going to play it. It looks very interesting. I kind of wonder if... I don't know, Dune has such a rich, involved history, and I did like the first movie. I have not read the books. I started to watch the second movie, but I realized, like, fuck, I do not remember enough of the first one to watch the second, so I need to go back. We could look at... Okay, so we have a lot more dynamic encounters. I don't even know if I can, like, get over to one in time. Let's just go to Korriban. See how it looks. See if we can do a dynamic encounter real quick. Just a reminder, we do have a giveaway going on right now. Hashtag, or, why can't I do this anymore? It's like I haven't streamed very much and I'm out of practice. Exclamation point hamster if you want to enter to win. Okay, so this is one. I'm guessing we're just gonna kill core slugs. Is that what's going on? Maybe I could have, like, a companion out or something. Might that be a good idea? Get Shay to do some of the work, thank you. You're right, gonna lurk. Enjoy your lurk. Nice to see you. I'm wrapping up anyway, so don't worry. Let's see, so tomorrow, you guys have an interest in watching me do ducks in hard mode? Because my second raid group is working on that. So that's great. Okay, so we just need to do one more agitated brood mother. Where are the pissed off mobs? I'm in a pretty small area. It looks like everybody's just standing around looking for them. Cool. Ducks in hard mode. Oh my god. Yeah, well, you know, we are... it's... I've got 16 text messages. My god. So, let's see. And I say that not because it's like, my uncle texting. It's just Taylor, but... See, it's one of those big guys. We need the big brood mothers. And they're all dead. And drop. Oh, really? Interesting. That is good to know. Sam, appreciate it. Alright, let's pick a giveaway winner. God, what was I even saying? Okay, so Chaos Theory, the second group, we are working on Ducks in hard mode. Cheryl, congratulations. We got all the way to Apex last week. I think this week is going to be a bit of Prague again, because Icarus was out last week, and Icarus is a tank. He is in a very vital role, so he needs to, you know, get used to all of that stuff. But we got Apex down to like 3% with me on the battery. Trank was tanking with me. Poor Trank had to tank Apex. But but it wasn't too bad. Alright, Cheryl, I just DM'd you. You are all set with that code. Let me know if you need help with it. I'm so red because of Korriban. Oh my god. It's kind of nice having my lights down really low because it's not like just blinding. Like you could probably even see them like on the reflection of my glasses. They're still there, but they're red. The next prog will probably be on Tuesday. I currently don't think we have any. No. Fuck. I have a friend staying with me on Tuesday. I can't be here. So I think the next prog you're gonna see from me is gonna be like the 17th. Yeah. All red. That's true. We're just twins. But yeah, I think tomorrow we can see some ducks and hard mode stuff. Whoa, man, when you're on vacation. I'll let you know how it goes. At least I will stream it. It'll feel good. Like it's kind of interesting. We don't frequently get the chance to experience like a whole new op, you know, even though it's just a Lair boss, you know, it's still fun and new to figure out. But I think just for I don't know. I think some of us get really frustrated when we're like going in blind and we're just like, all right, fuck this. Let's just like see what we're supposed to do. It's been fun figuring it out, but I'm about at the point where like as a tank, I'm probably gonna do some homework before the next one. Yeah, I know you're a big fan of it for a Lair boss. Yeah, I would love for there to be another operation in the works. That would be really nice. And as a content creator, I'm genuinely saying, I don't know. I'm not saying like, oh, there isn't one, but I wish there was. I have no idea. It would be cool if there is. Yeah, Korriban is easy on the eyes. It's very, very red, but I do really like Korriban. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go. I think should be able to be here tomorrow for a hard mode Duxin. I will be tanking and kind of leading Icarus through tanking Apex for the first time, so that'll be fun. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for the follow, Rico Jess. Yeah, we've got a Discord. Feel free to join that and hang out in there with us. And I will see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out with me. I love seeing all of your faces and catching up with you guys, even though I have been very inconsistent compared to how I was before with the schedule. But currently, that's what we're gonna do. So aim to see you guys tomorrow. I hope you have a great Thursday, and the rest of your night tonight. I'll see you around. Bye. All right, you guys ready? I'm not ready. What the fuck? That's not fair. You can't camp. Fucking camper, man. Oh, okay. All right. Sorry. Oh. You come to me? Yeah. Oh, you fucking run. I was muted? Hi, here's a cat. Here's Goose. She cries as soon as the raid ends, like she knows. She's like, okay, it's dinner time. Let's go. Bye, guys.
Go.
Tell us.
Right here. Jump.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. I couldn't catch on in time.
X this.
What? Oh, my God.
How could you X this?
That wasn't me.
How
Shut
could you?
your...
Like, I don't know if it's
What
lag,
sound like that
but
X's?
Yeah, I don't know if it's lag, but you're jumping a solid full second before you're even saying to jump. So that might be it.
You were